Properties here. Thanks for reaching out on this particular property. I'm going to give you a quick overview and answer some frequently asked questions on this Klamath County property in Oregon. Nimrod River Park is the subdivision. I've listed the APN there if you want to do some additional due diligence. It's a 1.2 acre parcel that is zoned rural residential. Moving right along, these are the points I'm going to try to address as we walk through this video, just some frequently asked questions I get on my various properties. So I'm going to go over where the property is located, provide you some additional photos and videos, and kind of talk through those to give them a little bit of framework, address some of the finer details of the property, identify what you can do on the property, give you some comparable properties that are selling in the area via owner financing, explain how my owner financing works, and give you some information on where you can get more details about this property, other properties, and my business in general. So moving right along. Maybe. Whoop. So where is this property? Let me shrink my big head here. So this is in Klamath County, Oregon. The largest population center is down here in Klamath Falls. Population a little over 20,000. That's where you're going to find your big box stores, restaurant chains, things of that nature. Klamath Lake and Agency Lake here, largest surface area lake in Oregon. And hand-railing that, as you can follow my cursor here, is Highway 97. It's the major artery running north-south in Central Oregon, connects California to Washington. And you can't see it on this because I just can only show so much, but northwest of Klamath Lake is Crater Lake up here, where my cursor is if the map showed the whole thing. Smaller towns in the area. This property is indicated by the green star. To the east you have Beatty. To the west you have Sprague River. It's a little closer into Sprague River. And then as you continue west along the Sprague River, you get to Chiloquin, which is right on the Highway 97 Sprague River Road intersection there. You've also got Highway 140 that runs north-south and then eventually east out into Lake County, Malheur County, etc. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of where this property is located. As you'll see in some of the photos and videos I'm about to go into, it is right on the Sprague River, which is a nice benefit. All right, so again, providing some more photos and video. This is some nice drone footage. This is looking north, taken off from the property. You can see, as indicative of this high desert area, you've got some sage, brush, meadows that then feed into stands of evergreen. This is again looking north, but on the south side of Drews Road, and where my cursor is here, where my truck and trailer, southern boundary of this property, and this is the property kind of in. Up top, as you increase elevation, you've got that high plateau. This is now looking east, heading to the south, and this is the glamour shot, if you will, of the Sprague River. That's your view looking south from the property. You got a couple high points there. You've got the moving Sprague River in there, and then of course the green fertile valleys that comes with. Now we're obviously moving further west, and you can kind of see how the Sprague winds throughout there, getting closer to this property, which is down here. You can see these folks that have wells are able to irrigate their properties, maintain some green, and just these stands of intermittent ponderosa pines and evergreen trees. You can see there is power here on the street. I'm trying to circle that, but it might be hard for you to see depending on what device you're looking at this on. They can also see in the shadow that power line, power pole. So good news for utilities. All right, I'm going to keep moving forward as we're already almost 5 minutes into this. This is just satellite footage, kind of showing the parcel on the other side of Drews Road and the Sprague River. This is again looking north. There's that high plateau we talked about. This is looking west along Drews Road. Again, you've got the Sprague River, this parcel. This is a street view. It is gently sloping, nothing that would inhibit building, just gives you a little better view of that river valley, and again, a view from the street looking north. Some more details here, and I'll walk through these, but again, 1.2 acres, gently sloping, mainly sage meadow. It is lightly treed, but again, you can plant what you want, where you want, once you own the property. Elevation's a little over 4,000 feet. It's in the river valley there. You're going to get all 4 seasons to include snow in the winter. Access, again, we hit on Drews Road, that public 2-lane country highway that runs east-west just to the southern property line. Power is at the street. You'd need to drill a well. It says note present. I should say not present. I'll have to fix that. Septic would be a tank. Taxes is $54 annually. Property Owners Association, there are some CC&Rs. I can get those to you. Those are just covenants indicating what can be built size-wise, etc. You can camp or park your RV there. As you can see from the photos, it is limited to 21 days every 6 months unless you have an active build permit, at which point it's unlimited. So what can you do on the property? Again, it's zoned rural residential, so it allows for a single family dwelling, a manufactured home. CC&Rs may impact how old that can be. Essential services, small animals, 24 animals per acre, large animals, 2 per acre. And that's not the exhaustive list, it's just a general overview. All right, and moving into some comparables, like to give potential clients an idea of what's selling in the area and for how much. Especially owner financing can be hard to track down. These are some similar properties from the one website I advertise on. You can see this one on the left, a little larger, about a quarter of an acre larger, but $10,000 more, pretty significant. And this one on the right that I'm circling, about a quarter acre less, and still about $3,000 more than I'm asking for my property. So I think it's a good value. I think it's competitively priced. That's why I move them so quick. I visit all these properties. I'm familiar with the area, so I know what's reasonable. All right, and finally, talking a little bit about owner financing. A lot of my clients have never really purchased a property on owner financing, or this is their first property purchase, so some quick bullet points to explain how that works. To secure the property, you provide the initial down payment and a $150 documentation fee that's non-refundable. It's one payment. I try to make that look like the monthly payment as far as the amount. It gives me, especially since I don't run credit checks and there's no qualifications, some reassurance. If you can make the down payment, you can make the monthly payment because they're the same. At that point, I provide you a receipt along with a promissory note, a purchase agreement, and a land contract that we both sign digitally online. We then both get a copy of that, at which point I initiate an online loan dashboard that you have access to, pretty similar to your car loan, your mortgage payment, etc. You can look at the schedule, you can make additional principal payments, and so forth. I don't charge interest, so 0% interest. There is no prepayment penalty, so some clients like to send an additional $100 a month just to chip away at that principal, or they get their tax return or a bonus at work. You can send that in and there's no penalty. There is a 60-day principal back guarantee, so you get your principal dollars back anytime within 60 days. It allows people from out of county, out of state, time to go visit the property, visit the area, and if they don't like it for whatever reason, they can either get their money back or roll their equity into a different property and inventory that they do like, and that's the last bullet point there. Lastly, here's my contact information. You can click the link that you've seen throughout this presentation. Pioneerspirit.me is my website. You can email me at derek@pioneerspirit.me, and there's my phone number. Look forward to working with you. Feel free to shoot me a direct message or a text or an email if you have any questions or want to discuss further. Thanks, and have a great day.